Hi, 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 hi. Hey, my name's Martinez, and welcome to the episode, the very first episode actually, of my game dev journey that I wanted to share with you. So, what the game is about, you might ask, and I'd say it's a pretty normal question to ask in a game dev video. It's a roguelike game that I've been imagining in my head since maybe 2016. The twist of my roguelike game, is that the player will always see quite a big actually, or average size, depending on your definitions, timers on screen, and that timer, from your perspective, would go like this. It starts at 0. It also represents the main boss's health enemy. It also represents the main boss's health, and it starts from 0 and starts charging up and charging up and charging up. And at 1/3, the main boss appears in the dungeon and starts patrolling around. They're gonna hunt down the main player. Therefore, they're lurking behind. You see the title drop. Makes sense. And they are patrolling around, and at the second third of the timer, you have the precision of how they hunt around gets tighter. They start feeling you better, and finally, when the timer reaches the end, the boss gets a speed buff, and they start homing in right to the player, to you, with hopes to initiate the final boss battle, which will happen outside of the dungeon in its own tiny contained area. So, the player's main task is to equip themselves with weapons, consumables. Well, weapons could be melee, range stuff, and magic, and also find modifiers, or modifiers would be more technical speak, like glitch, or something that changes the rules of the game and how they play, synergies and all that, right? I have a dungeon generation with some assets already, because I mostly ported it from my previous attempt at the project. I restarted it, moved from Unity to Godot. Then I have player movement, player camera. I'm a bit unhappy with how player camera works, and it's a bit too quick, but I'll probably tone it down. It's obviously variables and all that. Yeah. Then I have kind of a very first early draft of the inventory. It works. I made a ruby sword, and that sword could be used by the player, and I'm trying right now on writing AI code so that bots or zombie enemy could use the same items that the player can. There are more ideas that I want to do, but I really want to make just a outline of systems to that, and implement them as deep as the prototype goes, because I want to prototype the game. I want to try it out, and I want to have other people play it to give me feedback, so I can just say badoom and magic. I just want to improve it properly. I want it to feel nice. I want to get feedback. I want it to be fun. I think it's a cool idea. I want to make it. I want people to play it. And also, I've told this story, well, not this story entirely, but me making a game and being an indie dev. I told that to quite a few people, and to quit midway would be kind of awkward, and I'm not about that. So, yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. And follow me on the social media if you want to hear more about it, all my personal ramblings and all that. And then until the next time, see you.